Assalamu alaikum. Very good morning to all friends and students. I am Dr. Syed Mujahid Hussaini, Professor and Director, Nawab Shah Alam Khan College of Engineering and Technology, Hyderabad. So this is part of our education series by Siyasat Digital. So today I am going to discuss about the time management in the examinations. So most of the competitive exams, so time management is very important. Especially the exams like MSET, NEET, JEE. So for these exams, students are preparing from last 2 years or more than 2 years. So for them, especially the test duration, that is the 180 minutes, whatever is there, that is very much crucial. So I'm going to discuss how to handle these 180 minutes and how to approach in your exam, or to how to answer your questions. In my this next 10 to 12 minutes, I'm going to discuss this. So then coming to the time management, how to manage in this, that 180 minutes, I think. So you having total 160 questions are there. So 180 minutes. So each question's average maybe 1 hour, 5 to 6 minutes, 6 seconds will be there. So every question may have 66 seconds will be there to answer. So within the 66 seconds, you need to answer the questions. So in this, normally in MSET, whatever the 160 questions are there, all 160 questions are not equally tough and not equally easy. Some questions maybe you can answer within 20 to 30 seconds, and some questions will take you the more time. That maybe sometimes take 2 minutes or maybe 1.5 minutes will be there, 90 seconds to 120 seconds. So first you need to attempt easy subjects. So you're having 3 subjects, that maths, physics, chemistry. You try to attempt which you feel easy. So some students will start with the maths, they will feel that maths is easy. Some students will start with chemistry, so they feel that chemistry is easy, or maybe chemistry is not very much time-consuming questions. So, or maybe you can physics, whatever you feel comfortable or feel easy, that with that subject, maybe you can start your answering. So, in my opinion, normally it will always better to start with chemistry, because chemistry there is no much numerical problems will be there. So directly chemistry, if you after reading the questions directly you'll get the answer. So, or maybe with little bit thinking, you may get the answer. So that they may not take 1 minute also for you. So less time you can complete the chemistry. So that's always better to go for chemistry. Then you can go to the maths, and then you can go to the physics. That is in my personal opinion. But the students, whatever they feel, whatever they're comfortable, you can go. But always try to concentrate the questions which is easy first, and tough questions will be keep it for later evolutions. So out of 160 question, whatever the easy question, at least you can answer that. So for example, out of 160, maybe some 60, 70, 80 questions are easy and you'll answerable. So that you can keep it answer, so that you'll get the full marks of that one. And remaining questions, whatever you feel tough, you feel difficult question, with that you can keep it at the later stage, even if you not get the time, or even if you not answer, at least this marks you're going to get. If you attempt the difficult questions first, or maybe time consuming questions first, so all the time, so maybe one question, so a few questions is taking 2 minutes or maybe more than 2 minutes, means the entire exam you can answer only half of the question. That you're not confident that which is correct or which is wrong. So because of this mismanagement of time, maybe a lot of students are going to be disqualified in the competitive exam. So please focus on that. So plan your exam properly. Time management is very important. Difficult and lengthy questions can be reviewed later. So now, when you're reading the question, so normally for reading the question will take 10 to 20 seconds. If you, after reading the question, if you feel that it's simple and within short time, within 1 minute, initial stages within 1 minute, if some question is coming to giving you answer, that only you can attempt. If some mathematical question or maybe some physics question, if it is feel that, so it is taking more time, so that questions you can keep it as a review and you can go for the next question. So don't spend much time initial stage. Go to the next question. You can entire question paper you can complete 160 questions. Maybe try to complete in 100 minutes or 120 minutes, whatever is possible. The last 40, 50 minutes, whatever is it, that you can put for this lengthy questions. So in that case, what happened? Whatever the 60 to 80 questions, normally it will give you not very much lengthy. So you'll score that marks, and remaining that whatever the 40 questions are there, that 40 questions, maybe you can try for that remaining time. So in that, maybe you can answer 20, the remaining 20, you can not give the time also. At least you're going to get some good marks, which is giving you minimum qualify, as well as you're going to get a very good rank. So try to attempt maximum questions. So 60 to 70% of the question you try to attempt in the initial half time of the exam. That's why I told you that difficult, lengthy questions you can keep it for the second part. The first half you can always attempt for the easy and short, simple and short questions. So after attempting all, once you've completed all the 160 questions, now you can go back, whatever the questions you put for the review, that you can go back and open that questions, read and try to answer them. Even that question is taking 2 minutes or 3 minutes is okay, because already half of more than half of the questions, at least you're attempted, you're cleared, right? So after that, if you're spending some time on the other questions is fine. So already you in your exam, you having 20 more minutes time is there. Even 1 minute for each question, even if you spend, so 20 more minutes will be there at the end. So all questions must attempt, because there is no negative marking. I suggest all the students for MSET, so please attempt all the questions. So even if you're not having time at the end, you're having only 2 minutes or 3 minutes, at least you attempt some answer. So minimum qualifying marks is 40. So 25% marks are there out of 60. If you score 40 plus, you're going to qualify your MSET exam and you'll get a rank. But reserved students like SC, ST, maybe they're having qualifying marks may vary. So depending upon your exam and as well as the mark. Normal for everybody for OC, or general category for everybody, I think minimum 25% marks is the cutoff marks for the qualifying. Students who scoring less than 25 marks is considering as a disqualified in the MSET examination. So schedule everybody aware now, because very few days are left out. So your MSET exam for engineering stream, it is 4th, 5th and 6th August. So every exam is a 3 hours slot, 9 to, there is a 2 slots are then every day. So 9 to 12 and afternoon 3 to 6. So any one slot, students get any one slot. So one slot, the student having exam. So are there 6 slots? 6 slot different students used to write the exam. So, and similarly for agriculture and medical stream, the exams will be 9th and 10th. They're having only three sessions are there. So 9th morning and afternoon and 10th morning. Because in agriculture medicine, maybe number of students are less. That's why within 3 slots, there students are accommodated. Whereas in engineering, students are writing, more number of students are writing. That's why they used to have the 6 slots. So remember, some students has confusion that all 6 slots are required to write. No. So one students, you write any one of the slots. So whatever the slot is, you choose, and based upon that, that you will get the slot, and the particular exam center you can go and you need to write. So strictly, because now COVID is going on, so cases are also increasing in recently. So all the students has to strictly follow COVID guidelines. So what things has to be permitted? This is the major confusion will come, students, because this is computer-based exam. Nothing is permitted. No, even wristwatch is also not permitted. Forget about the cell phones and calculator. Even wristwatch also not permitted. No calculator are permitted in the exam. So only one ball pen, that is blue or black ball pen, and your hall ticket. Whatever the hall ticket you downloaded, you need to carry with them. So in addition to this, there is a filled in online application form. So what is the application form you submitted? So that you need to download and you need to take the print and carry with you, and as well as your community certificate. If you are having a BC, SC, ST, you maybe carry your community certificate. And at the end, starting of the exam, when they're taking the biometry and photograph, there you need to submit this exam, these two documents, and remaining 2 you can carry with you in your examination hall. In addition to this, because COVID is going on, so there is a COVID required things also permitted, like face mask, hand sanitizer, as well as transparent water bottle, because instead of exchanging water bottle, or maybe you can take the water from the exam center, better you can carry your water bottle, so it will be safe for you. So for rough work, you not need to carry any paper or anything. So a booklet, a standard booklet of 8 to 12 pages will be there. So that standard booklet will going to give you to do any kind of rough work. If you have any kind of maths problems need to be solved, or any kind of physics problems you need to solve, any kind of chemical formulas you need to write. So that for that, the exam center they used to provide. So don't carry anything. So as shown you in the image. So carrying of calculator, mathematical log table, pager, cell phones, nothing is permitted except your pen and your hall ticket. Nothing will permitted, and your what are the COVID required face mask, hand sanitizer, and transparent water bottle. Except this, nothing is permitted in the exam. Don't carry anything. And also because of this, because of COVID, there is nobody is permitted to stay near to the exam center. So if anybody is going accompanied with the students, so please you can drop your children, and you may stay these 3 hours somewhere, so far away from the exam center, because avoiding we need to maintain the social distancing. So do that one, and as well as students when entering into the exam hall, please follow the COVID guidelines and use to maintain the social distancing. So important instructions. So always you need to reach the exam at least 1 hour or maybe 1.5 hours before to the exam. So inside the exam hall, 1 hour 15 minutes before the starting of exam, students can permit it into the exam hall. So you can go and you can complete all the formalities. You can register your photograph, your finger ID, all these things for this 1 hour 15 minutes before they will permit. So cannot admitted into the examination hall after starting of exam. Once 9 o'clock in morning, afternoon 3 o'clock, students are not permitted. So students has to report to examination hall. So well in before this one. So hall ticket shall be produced, the hall ticket, and a must a ID card you need to carry with you. Otherwise, it's not allowed into to enter into the exam premises. Read the instructions which is given on the hall ticket. On your for rough work they given whatever the booklet is they used to give. So on that also instructions are there. Read the instruction, and as well as instruction which is coming on your screen. So that is most important. You need the instructions. Don't be in hurry. So be cool, because you're having a 15 minutes to read the instruction. Hardly with 5 to 6 minutes you can completely read the instructions. Instructions will be there in English, in Telugu, as well as in Urdu. Whichever the language you're comfortable, maybe you can read the instruction. So candidate has to hand over before coming out of the exam hall. You need to hand over all the things whichever you're giving to you. That is filled in online application form which you're carrying, that you need to supposed to hand over, and as well as your community certificate and whatever the booklet is giving to you for the rough work that you're not supposed to carry outside. You need to hand over to the invigilator. If you're carrying outside, your evaluation you are not evaluating. So your results will be hold. So be careful. So do it well. So prepare well. You're having a very few hours are there. So I wish all the best for you, for your this engineering admission as well as the medical admission. So still, if you're having any confusion after exam or before exam, so maybe if you want, maybe you can contact me personally also. So this is my WhatsApp number. If anything is there, maybe you can WhatsApp to me. And also this is my email, drsmh.prof@gmail.com. So you can write to me whenever it's possible. I can respond. And I'm also available on Telegram. So there is a group is there which is created by a creator. We have created this engineering studies. So the link is given here. So so if you want, maybe you can join the Telegram group, so that any kind of future, if any kind of information or any kind of things are there, we're going to share. So I'm also available on YouTube. So this is my YouTube channel, Professor SMH. So maybe students, if periodically I used to post the videos there. So videos here. So maybe you can subscribe that channel. And also I'm available on Facebook. Maybe you can contact me on the Facebook chat. And also I'm not very much active, but I'm there in the Twitter. So maybe you can follow me on the Twitter. If any kind of important information I'm going to share. I'm also there on Instagram, not very much active, but still if you want, maybe you can follow. So in future, maybe I'll be active in Instagram too, right? So these are my details. If students having any kind of confusion regarding anything for your studies, for your education, for your future after exam, to choose your discipline. So maybe you can contact me. I'll try to give my best suggestions to you. Okay. I wish all the best to you. Write well, so you have very good career in front of you. All the best.